Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Who is Danny? Says Steve. Well, he's going to have a small shock when he finds out. Old-time player, actually. Cast them when it was on the old system. But nonetheless, Bad Karma versus Conquest, the Challenger Division. Sort of the mid-tier. Let's see what seems to be happening up here. So far, the most impressive bit of IEL has been actually Bad Karma's Masters. Been undefeated up until at least last week. Don't know what the outcome's been so far. As the results trickle on in for it there. Not having the best of teams, but Kieran, decent attempt. Suddenly a bit of pressure here, Bad Karma. Still having a few little moments. Just been informed they've still remained undefeated. Impressive. Gear shot and straight in, no defense, buckles right underneath. Passing in the middle, Steve, however, went for, unfortunately, boost. Lower end stuff, that is an occurrence. Hawks 96, nice to see you pop on in. Correction, straight around. Fred's there. Will be a backboard read. Should be a simple tuck away ball. Will lurk around Bad Karma's 18-yard box. His opening game has certainly provided a few twists and turns. Up around Kratson. Well, that was a shot on target. It's gone more backwards than forwards. Maybe a bit of prescription glasses might be required, but Kieran across. Finding a bit of space down the wing. Just maybe a few moments to try and work a bit of play, and not this time around here is Bad Karma. Trying to link up in defensive, yet to do so here. Straight down the middle, risking to be punished. Not yet so far. They're up 1-0, 2 minutes gone. As Conquest still on their journey. Pounding the defensive line of Bad Karma, and suddenly Super just launched that one, but we're likewise back in Crexon. Fortuitous that his own keeper was at the back line there. Super into the corner, wise and savvy this time around. Trying to regulate the flow of the attack in here by Conquest. Skip around. Star doing well enough to at least tip it away from the immediate dangers. Steve Blood's there, not quite second touch. Still leaving a lot to be desired here. Oh my. Well, there's always going to be questions on the quality. But it will be a sublime opening for Bad Karma to go 1-0 up in the series wise. If it remains 2-0, they've got the comfort, the security in that margin. But straight across, Supreme into the middle. Good start here, circling around. Not necessarily bad. Small catch into the hook here, but too slow on the delivery. But Crexon, however, cleans up the mistake that should have been deliberately blown. I'm in 35, and normally I would say it would be done. Challenger Division always provides a few twists and turns in Kieran. Carries himself up. The air dribble at least has an omen. Blocked here, and the veteran of IEL doing well enough there as it skips and hops. Steve, straight up. Kers finding a way, just suffering from dealing with the immediate threat. Kretzen, weak clearance here. Don't think the Fennec really is his car. Swapped and changed in his warm-up. Kretzen now has to back away, and suddenly with 40 seconds left, this game won. Really has gone out of Conquest hands. It just will be looking to give a bit of momentum. That is a goal. Back in any form of point to say. That was a good attack. It was just no defense there. It was almost free play. Here's straight up. Just waiting around, and with 20 seconds down. One last ditch effort in the attempt to freight across, not quite. Here's dropping down and step. Having a little moment here, and all the blocks. Second one here, big begging for that one to go in, just to make the scoreline flattering them. But the main story, Bad Karma up by 1. That's all they'll be looking for. Nox, glad you enjoy the accent of mine. To anybody is new release into this channel, hope you are enjoying it. Usually casting various stuff such as 6 months, the Bubble League and that. But if you don't know IEL, it's one-off semi-amateur leagues within the European scenes, or the starting ground for some careers. Poster boy of that is Boys School Q. You had Hibbs in here, Resi. All the big names at some point cross his doorstep. Leading the charge in the European front. A bit more experience. One of these players that might reach to that caliber, but here, still learning their trade. The opening of game 2. Quiet affairs for it. Dropping back. Kretzen, good catch here. Trying to find a bit of space here, but straight on the Steve Lott. Not going to do much. Here's straight at and super. Cross. Good follow through on the challenge, and hit star. Needs to have a more heavier impact into the game. So far, it's almost hitting the ball with a feather at the moment. Wistful explosion from the demo. Going in from that angle, you need the ball realistically dipping or the height above you. Got neither of those, and 90 seconds gone, and Bad Karma by their standards would be looking to be 1-0 up by this point. Slightly dipping from their high standards. So one of the King Roosters. Still trying to hold on to the crown as the best franchise in IEL. In fact, in near enough the entire history. Looking to go on an incredible run. Last season, give credit to Rocket League Ireland, had a formidable Masters roster. Played Intact GG at one point, and it was the headline act. It was the titans of the divisions and everything else, and cast that was Stealthy Wolf, and it was very much one-sided. This one, at least in the Challenger, looks close, feels close, but you can almost sense a Bad Karma. When the arena is hot, they will strike at some point. Afraid, looking to change a few opinions here. Steve straight onto a two-man wall. Not going to penetrate that way through. Will require such more momentum. Super cross into the middle. No boost, no options. And suddenly possession back on the other hands. The keel straight over. Steve. Straight down, but Crexon. The experience by him. It's been here season after season. Bred on their primal at one point. Always the player looking to improve. Takes it into corner, trying to tuck it in for safety. Buys time, a little bit of an extra second or two to salvage some boost. They might have to salvage the ball out. And Crexon, with a speed effectively there, shoveling his team out of the hole they dug themselves in. And yet here, Steve back again. Two of the old guard trying to fight it out as young ones scrapping here. Crexon going to via the wall passing method, self-delivery of course. And Fred up to the backboard, needs to be a double. Crexon cuts it out. The overstackability not going to be achievable. But Crexon still trying to do some damage in defense. Nice infield pass, double commit! Not an issue. Just a potent little pass. The moment they went up here, Steve was the only line of defense. Couldn't curl himself across and suddenly bang it goes. Now back within some trouble. They'll be looking. These Conquest here to level the scores. Be an ask for them. But 1-0 with this amount of time left on the clock, it'd be a huge ask, and suddenly 3-0 looks so favourable at this point. And Steve just popping it up high, not the wrong move, but at this point in time, it's in the wrong direction. And it's only a matter of time as fate meets his fate. They'll go, I was going to say 2-0 down, but bad karma. Well, how bad do you really want to be? Allowing the OT, allowing Steve to have such a free shot on target. It was begging to be scored, it was scored. And suddenly the door of opportunity, gaping, wide open. It started there. Here's a cross. Still playing the ball in the green of danger where Conquest was attacking from. Interesting style. A super commits to that one. It's only Killer's shot high. Steve to drop it middle. No support there for the third man. Drops back, realizes danger was lurking. The waters is choppy and super. Finding difficulty to get across that one, and Crexon once off the backboard. Steve just ploys it into the corner. Wise by him. The grade, chaired, chiseled veteran. Finding a bit of feet in this OT, and Freights us outdone bad karma, but again, poor first control. Brings the ball left to right. Net was open. Master player would have took an opportunity, and this is one, and that's effectively an own goal. Pressure straight down the middle, the corridor wide open. And effectively, this was a trap door. And Killers just sticks it on to 2-0. What it should have been before the OT. Seems back Carmen's just toying with their food now. Nice to see here, Freight not rushing and taking a bit of time. League play is a different scenario, different ballpark altogether. You have to take a bit of time. Speak to your teammates, will realise the issues. Plenty. to discuss. Plenty to work out. The 5-game series length there, as you said by the mutator, might not even reach game 4. Bad Karma looks to steamroll their opposition. Kiers with an excellent save there. They were watering at the lips there. It was a juicy one. The opposition thought so too, as it's going to be the opening goal in game 3. And Kiers looks dead. Looks like a ghost came up. Frightened him at the back line. And for the first time, Conquest takes a noble lead. 20 seconds in. Bad Karma now has to play from the back. They haven't had to do that so far. Correction. Plays it back into green. That's a worrying sign here, especially at this level. Here's Star just finding a bit of issue there. Correction, so likewise there in the corner. Kiers not able to do much, and suddenly infield pass. So lurking around the crossbar. Correction shot straight at Steve. It was at the near post. It was a tester though. Third man Kiers just pushing too heavily up, and suddenly Super has to cover any attacking outside, and he's dribbling backwards. He's got balls of steel. It's a shame they're slightly deflated at the moment. He's got a cold, and somebody said cough. And all the Bad Karma came on chasing 2. They've got away with 1. 2-0 though. Would have been a scratching of the head, the pencil trying to formulate an equation, and Kiers should have had a shot on target. That would have been 1 apiece. Not the time though. Correction. And Steve just back a lane there, and suddenly just walloping the ball, just chopping the lines here. And Steve gets the corner straight off its own line. The crossbar's getting a bit of work in here. 1 point here, the woodwork might buckle. Bad Karma showing their underbelly at the moment. They're like a young puppy. Looking their belly scratched here. Might be a deception play coming here. If Conquest can get their act together. Kiers not on the other hand. Hitstar on the other hand. Hands possession, and Correction, we've seen in the long shot there, went for boost. Came back into the middle. He got no boost. No ball. And the only thing Conquest has said to them is fetch. And he's yet to do that either. It's 2 minutes now approaches. There is one last waving tide that still attacks, and suddenly Bad Karma finds a goal out of nowhere. The baggage trick seems to be working well, and a pinch, perhaps not this time around for it. Steve across, and suddenly the door could be appeared open. Hit start, not quite. Double could be appearance. And Super out of boost here, but a catch anywhere in the middle will do sufficiently well. Demo opens, no volley on the other hand, and suddenly 1 minute 30. Conquest. Harold's another one. So far, Steve just getting across this one. Few good balls here being delivered, just not anywhere purposeful here. And hit star straight down. Steve blood straight across. So far, Conquest is almost like Henry VIII. Divorce beheaded and somewhat surviving. Just how many times can they keep on doing it? 66 seconds left. As Bad Karma still now finds themselves back in that hole. 1 goal down. And Carers will happily supply them one. A quick little demo attempt. That will do. Sufficient supplied. And 51 seconds left for a winner. Bad Karma, if they're in their Discord, will probably be smug. They'll be cheering and laughing their way out to the playoffs, happily knowing that they haven't had a challenge. And a few what a saves there, but they know they're going to be in a battle now. Hook, line and sinker. Played them out for bait into the corner, and suddenly the door just appeared for it now. Straight across over the cracks, a nice double. Anywhere in the middle for the pass. Anywhere! Anywhere will do! There is people that work hits to show how heroic a player can be. Not him. 3 apiece. Near enough 30 seconds will be the warning. Looming on the screens is Bad Karma. Not once, not twice, but 3 times this game alone. Trailed, came back. Now the question is, can they lead? Or will OT provide one horrible blow to their confidence? They have the series lead 2-0. But will there be a silver bullet within the last 10 seconds before golden goal? Steve, double? Surely not. Surely. Surely not. They've knocked on the door. Nobody home. And yet, Conquest cannot burgle. Daylight robbery if they got that one. And the clock now ticks infinitely upwards. Until Bad Karma Conquest can put one more in. Conquest will be looking for a game 4 to show what they are capable of. Correction, on the other hand, will be looking otherwise to finish the job off. No loose ends. Super or the Cares, no fake there. They're not going to be budged by that one. A few misplays here, and Cares takes it in. Simple as it gets. A 3-0 on the night, and Bad Karma marches on further. Maybe, and just maybe, the best franchise IEL has ever seen. Well, we'll say that one. Hope everybody has enjoyed that series tonight.